Hello boys and girls, it's Mr. Giomini here with a problem that you can solve multiple ways, but it kind of help prepare us for what we're going to see here in the future in lesson or chapter 7. So look at the first problem here. Rish is making some Harry Potter Hogwarts punch for a party. The directions say to mix 5 cups of water with 2 scoops of wart powder. How many cups of water should he use with 9 scoops of wart powder? Okay, I noticed, I'm going to go back to this, making some Harry Potter. Okay, 5 cups is then mixed with 2 scoops. How many scoops with 9 scoops? So it looks like I'm comparing scoops with cups. And I could flip this and do cups on top and scoops on the bottom as long as I keep my numbers together. So if I take a look, I have scoops on top. So the directions say to mix 5 cups of water with 2 scoops of wart powder. So for every 2 scoops of wart powder, I would then need 5. So the ratio is 2 to 5. For every 2 scoops, I get 5 cups. Now, that portion should be equal to, we don't know how many cups, so that is our unknown, so I'll put a C there for cups, to 9 scoops. Now, there's a couple ways to do this. I could do cross multiplication, say, hey, 2 times C gives me 2C, 9 times 5 gives me 45. I would then divide both sides by 2. I know what you're already saying to me, it doesn't go in evenly, but I'll get a terminating decimal. C would equal, let's see here, 2, what's half of 45? Isn't it 22 and 5/10? So you need 25 and 5/10 cups of water for 9 scoops. I can also do this. I'll rewrite it over here. 2 scoops, 5 cups is proportional to 9 scoops and C cups. What do I'm kind of finding equivalent fractions. What do I do to 2 to make it 9? What do I do to 2 to make it 9? Or 9 divided by 2 gives you what? I believe it is 4.5 or 4 and 5/10. I would then just multiply 4 and 5/10 times 5 to get this missing part. Whatever I do to the numerator, I do to the denominator. So I do to the top, I do to the bottom. So I get 25. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 2 gives me 22. So 22 and a half cups. Just wanted to show you 2 different ways to show you they also get you the 2 same answers. If I take a look at another one here, Mr. Giomini's model train can go 12 laps around its track in 4 minutes. If it runs the same speed, how many laps can the train go in 9 minutes? Alright, so go back to see what I'm comparing here. Mr. Giomini's model train can go 12 laps, so I'm comparing laps. Go 12 laps around its track in 4 minutes. So I'm comparing the number of laps I do to time. Alright, so I'm going laps to time. Remember, I could also do it time to laps. It doesn't matter as long as whatever's on top stays laps, whatever on the bottom stays time, vice versa. Now, so I know that I'm doing 12 laps in 4 minutes. Okay, now that is going to be equivalent to, if it runs the same speed, how many laps can the train go in 9 minutes? Now, the laps is unknown, so I'll just put S. And we know it is in 9 minutes. That is an S and not a 5. Okay, so I could do the same thing I did before. I could say, hey, you know what? Cross multiply, I get 12 times 9 gives me 108. 108 is equal to 4 times S, or 4 times something. I want to solve or evaluate this for 1S, not 4. So I'll divide both sides by 4, and I will get 108 divided by 4 gives me 27. So I would have done 27 laps in 9 minutes. I also could have done the same thing I did before. I try to find the equivalency. So what do I do to 4 to make it 9? Is there a relationship that goes between 4 and 9? Or if I divide 9 by 4, what do I get? Let's see here. 9 divided by 4, that gives me 2. That gives me 8. I subtract, that's a 1, bring down to 0. Decimal point, that is 2, that is 8, that's a 2, bring down to 0. 2 1/4. So that means I can multiply this by 2 and 25 hundredths. Let's see here, I'll pull my calculator here just to make it less painful for you guys who have to watch me multiply. So I have my calculator. I go 2 and 25 hundredths times, I am doing, finding the relationship with 12 to times 12 equals 27 laps. So again, two different ways to solve it, whatever you feel works best for you. Hope this helps you as we get further into the unit. Take care.